Hi, I'm Jennifer McCully, the author of The Grown-Up Guide to Painting with Kids. Today I'm in the Quarto classroom and we're going to do a dirty pour. If you'd like to follow along, it's on page 32 in the book. I've gathered all my supplies. I have a vinyl tablecloth on my table. I have a tray with some wax paper so that I can use the tray over and over. I have my piece of wood that I'm going to pour on, cups to support the wood so that the paint pours off the edges. I have cups where I'm gonna use gold, cream, and white. I have Floetrol, which I'm using as my pouring medium. I have some glitter because it's some extra fine glitter because I'm gonna be using it in the end. So let's get started. I'm going to pour just a little bit of each color into a cup. Maybe just kind of filling the bottom of the cup. That was cream. Now I'm going to do the same thing with white. I am not going to need to add any pouring medium to the gold because it is already an acrylic pouring paint. I have a little bit at the bottom of each cup. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this cream color. It's actually called buttermilk. Now I'm going to add some Floetrol. It's about 1 part paint and 2 parts Floetrol. So you can see now how they look about even. I'm going to add a splash of water to each. I'm going to mix them up so that they're mixed well. The consistency should be about chocolate syrup consistency. You want it to be as smooth as possible with no clumps. Okay, now I'm going to build my dirty pour cup. I have each of the colors I am using ready to be poured into the dirty pour cup. I'm going to layer them. Now I'm going to pour the gold. Actually, let's start with our dirty pour first because the gold already has a pouring medium in it. I'm going to layer the colors. This is the prettiest gold. One of my favorite colors. Just gonna keep layering. No rhyme or reason. No perfect way to pour or mix. Just gonna make sure all of my colors are in the dirty pour cup. Now I'm going to take the wood. You can just pour it right on the wood, but I'm going to put the wood on top and then I'm going to flip it over. Let it ooze out a little bit. And then I'm going to gently release the paint. And then I'm going to slosh it around a little bit. I was going for a really soft, elegant look. Try to make sure you cover all of the edges. Now, I would like to add a little bit more gold. And I'm going to pour directly on to create a little marble effect, and slosh it around just a little bit more. And because I don't want that gold line to be all by itself, I'm going to add just a hint of the colors that I have left to my cup, which is just a little bit of each color. And I'm just going to pour along the bottom here so I can bring in some more gold. Now I'm just moving it around to make sure I like where everything is before I add a little bit of glitter. Now I have extra fine glitter in iridescent, and I also have it in gold. I'm going to use just a little bit of each. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to just ever so lightly sprinkle it on. Very fine. I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to add a bit of sparkle. I'm going to add a little bit of iridescent glitter. Okay, I'm pretty happy. Adds a little bit of sparkle to it. Now I'm going to let this dry for about 24 to 48 hours, and it's going to be a beautiful piece of art. It's been 48 hours and our dirty pour project is finally dry. I really like how this turned out. I love the gold, the cream, the white, and the two different glitters that we used. It has a nice matte finish to it, still quite sparkly, but if you want to add a little extra gloss to it, you can brush on triple thick, which will take another full day to dry, but the finish is beautiful. Or you can spray on Rust-Oleum's triple thick and it'll just take a few hours to dry. Depends on how much time you have. Either way, in the end, I have no doubt you're just gonna love your project. I want to thank you for joining me in the Quarto classroom. You can purchase the Grown-Up's Guide to Painting with Kids where books are sold. And please share your projects on social media. When you do, you can tag me at Jennifer McCully, and please use the hashtag Quarto Classroom.